What's going on, everyone? It's the halfback here with episode number 25 of Rising Above Adversity AFC Bournemouth. Today I have for you the league game against Swansea at the Liberty Stadium. Of course, the last time I was with you guys, it was the double header of West Brom and Burnley. We didn't manage to win in any of those games, but if you do want to go back and watch that episode, as usual, a link to the series playlist will be in the description and you can go back and watch that. But the results since that game have been alright, I suppose. I mean, the result following the Burnley game against Arsenal was fantastic. We beat them 3-1, Hervin on Gender scoring twice, Mauricio Isla getting on the score sheet. I believe Arsenal are currently in the top 4 at the moment, so to beat them was of course excellent for us. But there are two results following that were just really frustrating. First against Wigan at home, drawing 0-0. Wigan currently in the relegation zone. Following the Arsenal game, of course, you would expect us to be full of confidence and looking to put Wigan to the sword, but we just didn't show up for it. We were complacent. Going forward, we didn't show enough to warrant, taking all 3 points. And then we followed that up with another disappointing result against Newcastle at home, which made it 2 goalless games in a row. Newcastle were having a good season, but at home would have been fantastic for us to pick up some points. But we did pick ourselves up from those 2 games with a 4-1 win against Derby at home. Jelle Vossen scoring twice, Hervin on Gender, and an own goal from Peter Jiricek. Allowing us to grab all 3 points. So this is how the league table currently stands. So as you can see, those results, since the last time has left us in 15th place in the Premier League. Just 5 games left to play on 35 points. Currently 9 points clear of safety. So you have to say, if we can beat Swansea today, we will probably be safe. We could definitely make it mathematically possible to be safe today. It all depends on what happens with Wigan and Burnley. But hopefully we can make ourselves safe today. You have to look at that. Hervin on Gender, 30 goals already in the league this season. He scored half our goals in the league. It's just been ridiculous. And he's helped out our goal difference a massive amount. He's helped us a massive amount, really. You'd probably say without Hervin on Gender, we would be in the relegation zone. Thankfully, that's not the case. Today is going to be a tough game. Swansea currently in 9th in the Premier League. They've had a decent season. They could still finish, you'd probably say as high as 6th, really. They've still got a chance up there. So, they're going to be a tough side. But let me take you to the team sheet for today's game against Swansea City. Right, so here we are with the team sheet. You may even notice a few little changes. I've dropped Lucas, or whoever the ball midfielder is in that role. I've dropped him deeper there. Just to offer a bit more protection to the back 4. Also got a standard mentality set up. But the team for today: Francesco Bardi in goal, Isla, Cook, Mamana, Sean Kavanagh in defence, Lucas and Sami Khedira in the middle of the park, Paul Georges and Tep on the right wing, Stanku as the central attacking midfielder, Joaquin Correa on the left wing, and Hervin on Gender up front. Brian Oviedo is out at the moment with a torn groin muscle, which is why he is not playing. Of course, he's been very good since he's come in on a free transfer in the January window. But that's the team for today, hoping that we can seal our place in the Premier League for next season. So let's get into today's game. So we're coming towards the end of the first half. Really nothing happened so far in this first half, but Stanky whips in the ball and it goes straight into the hands of Fabianski. But as I said, so far really not much action to show you guys. But I suppose that's a good thing for us, really, even in terms of the shots and possession. Pretty much just cancelling each other out so far at the moment. But Lingard has got the ball, he's racing at our back 4, and the shot goes wide of the goal. So there it is, half time in the game. No more highlights to show. It's been a really boring first half. But again, as I said, that's probably a good thing for us, that we've managed to keep it tight. And hopefully in the second half we can start to create a little bit more. You didn't see any clear-cut chances from us in that first half. So I'll tell the players I'm a bit disappointed. Steve Cook seems to have kicked up a fuss about that, and I don't seem to have helped. Oh no, I'll click the midfielders, haven't I? Oh, fantastic that was. Oh, he's still not happy. Let's get into the second half. This has been a really highlightless game. Again, 20 odd minutes gone in the second half. Nothing happening at all. So I'm going to make some changes in the game. And Tep's picked up a knock. I'm going to leave him on for a little bit longer and see how he does. And Gender's not having a great game, but we're not bringing off on Gender. That's just not happening. I'll change him to an advanced forward. See if we can get him involved in the game a bit more. I'm just thinking I'm going to bring on Yele Vossen as well. I'll bring off Joaquin Correa. I'll bring on Yele Vossen. He's been doing alright in recent weeks as a shadow striker. So we'll put him in the team, and hopefully with half an hour to go we can see a little bit more action. There's been no highlights to show. This is going to be a pretty boring episode if nothing else happens, but let's get into the game once again. Swansea are on the attack now though. Mings on the left wing whips the ball in. Gomez is in there. It's going to fall to Jack Cork, to Jefferson Montero, and Montero hits the bar. That's the closest that any of the two sides have come so far, but we just about managed to get away with it. There's about 20 minutes left to go in the game now, so I'm going to make another change. And Tep's still kind of struggling out there with that knock, so I'll bring on Matt Ritchie, I suppose. He's pretty much the only guy that can play in that role. We'll also bring us Lucas Leiva, and we'll bring on Ole Christian, who's got a bit more ability in terms of his creativeness in the middle of the park. So we'll bring him on for Lucas Leiva. We'll set him to an advanced playmaker. About 15 minutes left in the game. If we get a point from it, it would be a good result. But I'm hoping that we can nick a goal and take all 3 points in this one. So about 10 minutes to go in the game again. Just really as hardly anything has happened, but we could be on the break here as Matt Ritchie picks up the ball, takes it into our half, and Gender hasn't got too much support just yet, so he plays it out wide to Stanku, just patiently keeping the ball. Let's keep the ball, play it around, do not lose it there. Swansea will be on the counter-attack there. Now, Ole Christian, the substitute, could put us in real danger here, and Isla's given away a penalty. Sigurdsson is going to step up to take it. Hopefully Bardi can save us here. This is not good. Sigurdsson steps up and he knocks it straight into the top corner. Swansea take a 1-0 lead with 10 minutes to go. The clock is ticking down on this one now. Just a few minutes, 3 minutes left of added time. Doesn't look like we're going to manage to pick up a goal and equalise in this one. Although if we pick up the ball here and do something, but we just give it away. What is going on there? Two really sloppy bits of play in the last 10 minutes have cost us in this one. First, Ole Christian losing the ball in the middle of the park. And I don't know who, I think it was Matt Ritchie losing the ball, you know, so close to our area. And Swansea have punished us for our complacency. The clock, 10 seconds to go now. We have no chance of getting back into this one. Maybe pull one back, doesn't look like it. Ball being nodded around, and the full-time whistle goes at the Liberty Stadium. Swansea win it 2-0. I mean, we done well for much of the game. It's just, again, as I said, two really sloppy bits of play from ourselves has cost us in this one. I'll tell the players I'm disappointed, and we'll look at how that leaves us in the table, still in the relegation battle. Wigan lost, that's good. Burnley, I think Burnley lost as well. No, Burnley drew with Derby. So we're still in a pretty good position. Still 9 points clear of the drop. But, you know, with 4 games to go, we're in a good position to stay up. But, you know, we're making it so hard for ourselves. And we've got some really tough games coming up now if I show you the fixtures that we've got. So as you can see, we've got Man United away, then Liverpool away. So the chances of us taking points from any of those 2 games is going to be very, very difficult. And if we don't pick up any points in those 2 games, we could be in a very, very tough position going into the final 2 games of the season. But I'm going to leave it here for now, of course. I think I'll bring you the final 2 games of the season, depending on how safe we are going into that QPR game. If we're safe going into the QPR game, I'll probably just leave it and come straight to the last game of the season. But if we're still in a kind of precarious position, I'll come back for the QPR and Aston Villa game, and I'll live com those both games. It was a kind of highlightless game today. It wasn't the most exciting game. But if you enjoyed this episode, please do leave a thumbs up. It helps me out a tremendous amount. If you're not subscribed to the channel just yet, please do subscribe. But for now, it's been the Halfback, and I'll see you guys very soon.